GSL. Ready, aim, fire. GSL Season 3.
What's up, guys? We're back. I'm Tasis. With me is Artosis, a.k.a. Toe Thumbs.
Oh, no, I don't have toe thumbs.
You got toe thumbs,
I have
man.
human thumbs.
No, you definitely have toe thumbs. I'm looking at your thumbs right now. They look like toes.
Screw you. Everyone's seen my thumbs before.
Yeah. Confirmed toe thumbs.
You can't just take what I said and turn it around on me.
It's okay. I can do all sorts of
But
stuff.
seriously, toe thumbs aside, they took, like, the character of April O'Neil, which is, like, a slightly older, mature, hardworking news reporter.
Yes.
And they're like, why? Hey, I have this idea. There's this girl. Let's put her in here. Her redeeming quality is she's very attractive. We'll sell more movie tickets. Screw you. Keep it true to the story. I don't want this garbage.
April O'Neil was good looking in the original Ninja Turtles.
I'm not talking about the movies. I'm talking about the cartoon and the comic books.
Yeah.
Where's her yellow jumpsuit?
Yeah, the completely yellow jumpsuit.
Yeah. I didn't see that in any of the previews. Don't want to see the movie.
I think the movie was supposed to be really bad. You know what was good, though? The old Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, yeah, those were fantastic.
That was fantastic, man. I need to go download that. Check that
It'll
out.
ruin it for you, I'm sure.
I like that one part where Raphael goes, Splinter! With his little puppet mouth. It's like little freaky lips moving up and down.
Yeah.
In the upper right, we have our Terran player. He is
KT Roster TY.
And in the bottom left, in the red, our Protoss player, WCS World Champion.
SK Telecom T1 Parting.
Yeah, actually, I do wonder if I went back and saw the older Ninja Turtles movie, if that would actually
It would ruin it for you.
ruin it for
Just
me.
keep your memories where it was good. Movies are just, generally speaking, terrible. So,
This is actually true.
yeah, I would.
No, you know what? I think I have to go back and see the old Ninja Turtles movie. I actually think I think that's something I have to do.
Go ahead.
And not is like something I just actively sit down and watch with a bag of popcorn, but it's like got to be like on in the background while I'm doing stuff.
I have this visualization of you just like taking your garrote around your childhood and just like dragging, it's like kicking and screaming. Oh, it's because his fingers like trying to stop itself from being choked out as you drag it into the street. Put a bullet in its head, tasteless. This is like really.
I will
messed up
tell
of
you, I did.
You're gonna ruin your whole childhood, man.
Load up Final Fantasy VII a little while back. I'm sure played it. I'm like, wow, this game's good, but I mean, it's not the same epic experience that I
of course
remember it. It was definitely a certain time. You know.
Yeah. You gotta be careful about that.
Oh, excellent from
right.
Montreal.
Well, I don't see anything
What is that
about
sign to Oh,
two
it's all the
GSL coins.
All the GSL
Two GSL
coins.
coins there. You love Tasteless and Artosis. It should have been Artosis and Tasteless, but you still get 2 coins. All right. By the way, this is a command center first.
Yeah.
And this is just a 1 gas opening, so I would definitely give a slight advantage to TY as far as these openings go.
Well, let's see if Parting does anything aggressive. I'm thinking not. Now that I see the minerals banking up here, it looks like he's actually going to instead go for a bit more of a middle-of-the-road play.
He'll, he's just checking for the proxies, and there it goes. So he simply has a later expansion than his opponent here.
Yeah, with no real opportunity to punish his opponent for taking the quicker expansion.
There's literally none. Like, the window of opportunity is already gone. He didn't scout quickly. He didn't get double gas. So from here, it's like pretty straightforward, right? Like, I guess he could do a tech route other than Robo, theoretically. But all of them are going to fall further behind than a Robo, I think, you know, unless he gets a little bit lucky. So look at those guys.
We could talk about those guys.
That guy's a Protoss shirt. I bet you he hopes that Parting wins.
By the way, to be completely frank, Parting might actually lose today. The way this game's starting out and the way that you know, we saw his PvPs go.
Yeah, I'm sure he just cringed a bit when he saw this was already functioning command center and 2 racks is up the ramp. You know what that is. So where do you go from here? Yeah, he's going to throw it on the Twilight.
TY, by the way, being really thorough here. checking around at his third. So we're going to have a Twilight Council. You think he's just going to go for the Stalker Blink play?
He's definitely going to get Blink. Like, Parting lives and dies off of Blink-based openings in this matchup currently. Like, he really likes to go Blink for pressure, and there's no way, I would be very surprised, at least, if he actually could kill TY with this after a Command Center first, even though he's already getting a third command. But he likes to go Blink pressure into Colossus and utilize that, like, consistent pressure and control of the map to, like, that's like the way he gets around SCV all-ins being so strong, is by like picking stuff off here and there, staying aggressive. He likes to send out his first couple Colossi and use, you know, a couple sentries, some Blink Stalkers and Colossi to pick off pieces of the army, just kind of whittle it down a bit. So I think that's what we're going to see here. He's taken like the long road to come back here. He's going to just work hard at killing off units and catching up.
Well, let's see how TY handles that. I think TY is a player that generally very strong with his control in the early game. Was a little bit too aggressive in the series we casted of him earlier. Overextended a little bit too much. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to be the case here against Parting, but it's definitely something to watch for.
Well, we do get those gases at the natural. He does have a robo on the way. Blink's still coming up. TY gets to see the additional gateways as well, so nothing too out of the ordinary, to be honest. If you're preparing for Parting at all, this is a build that you're really watching out for as a Terran.
Yeah, this isn't exactly a new build either.
No,
it's been around for well over a year now.
Yeah,
but it's quite strong.
I would say, in my opinion,
double Forge.
Parting might be the best at this style of PvT. Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, I think so. I think that Parting is probably the best at opening with Blink and going right into Colossus. And I really like the way he controls his army when he ends up moving out and whatnot. So we'll see if he can whittle down TY, but this guy knows how to kill a Protoss.
I'm wondering, though, you know, for TY's sake, you know, TY didn't do as well in individual leagues.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if he does well here now.
Well, I mean, I'd like him to, but we have two fantastic Protoss players here as well, so...
Well, it's funny, too, because Parting is so good, so accomplished, that it would actually just be so weird if he was to be knocked out.
Yeah.
Although, it's unfortunate, because I've really wanted to see TY do well in individual leagues for a while now.
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone really has. Like, whether you're a Terran, a Zerg, or a Protoss, you wanted to see that.
It's such a cool story to have this guy who's been a pro gamer since he was 11, still here now.
Yeah.
Granted, he had more success in StarCraft I than StarCraft II. The success was always moderate, I guess you could say. It was more a bigger deal simply because of his age that he was doing well.
Yeah.
Or I should say that he was getting attention for doing well.
Exactly. Otherwise, he would have just been another good macro Terran.
Yeah.
By the way, look at the location of this third base by TY. I have so many things running through my head about this. First off, he can do like a rally-through type of push here. It's going to be easier to defend from harassment-type attacks because of that. Also, it gives him a much wider plane to actually engage against Colossus-based builds. So
I'm surprised
kind of interesting.
We don't see now for the Terran here. I'm surprised we don't see people expand like this more often.
Yes.
Agreed. A lot of times it's so much stronger to expand in this direction because you get to engage more without having to worry about that third being hit at the top.
Yeah.
You know, let's say by a hidden pylon at the upper left corner of the base. Or the map, I should say.
I definitely have to agree with that. We do have the second starport on the way, so we'll be seeing a lot of Viking production. This, I would be unbelievably surprised if TY did not go into an SCV pull this game. And yeah, you see a lot of SCV pulls for all sorts of reasons, but this is like the best reason of all coming out of TY.
Plus, he's even with his third base up here.
Yeah, like
well, the SCV is a little bit later.
Everything about the way that this game is unfolded, the fact that he got a jump on economy and his opponent went Blink into Colossus, this is the perfect scenario for an SCV push. The absolute best scenario you could ever hope for. And I think Parting is actually pretty much aware of this. You notice he didn't start 2-2. I think he knows that there's not much of a chance that 2-2 will finish in time. Well, he's actually starting it now, but I think that this game will be 100% decided before that 2-2 finishes, and that's going to be a lot of money that he's spent on that.
All right, so we have the attack and armor being chrono boosted out here. Scan here, he takes out the Observer, nicely done. You always want to do that against the Protoss. There's always going to be the Observer hovering over your army when you're about past the halfway marker on the map.
Very true.
Okay, so he sees the third over here.
Not a ton of SCVs at it. A couple of Widow Mines mixed in. That's kind of cool.
Okay, here's the SCV pull.
Yeah, yeah, and that 2-2 just will not factor in. Now, if he holds, it definitely can end up factoring in, but this army, I think that TY just will crush us, I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. He's coming up here now. He blinks back.
All right,
now,
well,
he should be going for the heart here, not the third. But I guess I spoke too soon. He's really just going to go for the third with the SCV pull?
Yeah, everything is over at the other base. Pull it out, make it come out to actually engage you, a little bit at least. But yeah, he's got to kill the, he's actually has to kill the Protoss. He can't just sit there.
That's why I'm confused. If there's nothing mining here, just go back and actually attack, because every second counts.
Well, he does take down this Nexus.
Now he's going to group up, go to dive in here. A few more reinforcements come in. And he's about to the Protoss right now.
Yeah, 4 Colossus here as well. And there's a very nice time warp. He actually gets to take down a huge amount of SCVs there.
Look how many Vikings there are completely annihilating the Colossi.
Yeah. Very well done.
He's fighting very, very well, keeping out of the Colossi shot range as much as he possibly can.
Yeah, great micro also, really, as you say. That was just pretty fantastic. Now, Parting does take out most of the Vikings, but it doesn't matter because all his Colossi are dead.
Look at this micro. He's just so good. He's not even letting the Protoss touch him. So he just wipes out the remaining forces here.
Yeah, he's killed off the economy. He's killed off all the tech units. This is
Party just lost in his first game.
Yeah, he certainly did. TY got a better build to open up, and he actually just played it perfectly from there. I think that this was exactly the strategy he should have used. I think this was exactly the timing he should have used. He engaged correctly. It was excellent.
Nicely done. A little bit of a mild opening there from Party. It's getting a later expand.
Yeah. It was such a normal,
passive,
safe,
generic, vanilla build.
Yeah, and the thing is, if TY, let's say, opened up with Reaper, that entire game looks completely different.
Yeah.
The pull timing definitely is not right there. The third CC timing is not as quick. You know, everything changes about the game. So Parting has to look at that game and say, oh, wow, TY is willing to go on a 2-player map at Command Center first. Maybe I have to be a little bit more risky with my builds. Maybe, you know, I have to scout a bit quicker.
Parting a bit miffed after that loss. He hasn't won a game today.
Wow.
That's pretty brutal.
It's Parting.
Yeah, and he might be knocked out here by TY. But, you know, keep in mind, regardless of the results there, the winner is going to have to face off against Deer.
That's pretty tough, to be honest.
I got to say, even though there was that really weird final game we had with Deer and True, Deer looks really good.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. And if Parting goes up against him, Deer's PvP looked much better than Parting. So
although at this point in time, it doesn't even look like Parting's going to be going up against Deer.
It really doesn't.
Like he's going to get knocked out here.
Yeah.
The map that Parting has picked here is Deadwing.
Yeah, we're seeing this more and more from Protosses in all sorts of matchups. Well, all sorts being the 2 matchups that aren't against Protoss. You know, it's such a big map. It's something where Parting can easily get up to 4 bases. It's got a ramp that you have to attack up into. It's harder for the SCV pull to work out correctly. So I really do like the choice from Parting here. And I think it's also a map you absolutely can go Nexus first on. The way that the gases are near the edges, I think you can block it off against Reapers well enough.
It's time now for game number